Hey y'all, get in here, get in here, get in here, get in here, get in here. It's me, Janet. Just want to reintroduce myself to my channel and say hey to my new subscribers. Hey y'all, get in here, get in here, get in here. Welcome to the chat. Hey y'all. Get in here, get in here, get in here. Get in here, get in here, get in here. Welcome to my live. Hey y'all, get in here, get in here, get in here. Welcome to my live. Welcome to my live. Hey, welcome to my live. Get in here, get in here, get in here. Welcome to my live. Welcome to my live. Get in here, get in here, get in here. Welcome to my live. So I had to go live on TikTok. Reintroduce myself. Hey y'all, get in here, get in here, get in here. Welcome to my live. I just want to reintroduce myself. And, lately I've been getting very hi. Hi, Cheryl. Welcome to my live. Thank you for joining me tonight. I just want to reintroduce myself because I just, I'm so, hey, Aunt. Welcome to my live. Welcome to my live. Get in here, get in here, get in here, y'all. I just wanted to reintroduce myself since my popularity that came up, and I'm just kind of like surprised because I never really used this platform that much. I used it for other things, but not as a creator on this app. Hi y'all, welcome to my live. Welcome to my live. Um, just want to say hi. My name is Janet. If those of you have been kind of following me, and I was like, I initially had got YouTube or got a channel on YouTube because I had an online store called HQ Shopping. And I really wasn't good at it. I'm a Gen Xer, so some things I know how to do, some things I don't know how to do. And when I tell you, hey, bye, you say hey, and I said bye. Um, when I didn't really know what I was doing with all of that, and I'm trying to sell products and digital products and all that stuff, and I was just trying to get me have a new breath in life, just a new chapter in life. And and doing that, selling drop shipping, that's really what I was doing. And I didn't know what I was doing, so I just said, you know what, I'm gonna just do this. And then more and more I started getting into um what is this social media. I started getting more comfortable about being on social media. And when I tell you, it was nerve-wracking to kind of put yourself out there. Hey y'all, get in here, get in here, get in here. listen to my story. You want to listen to my story? I'm in my room. Well, I'm in my daughter's room. I'm babysitting for her, and she works nights, and I'm kind of sitting over here at her house, and I'm like, oh, I'd rather be in my own bed. But it's all good, you know. Sometimes it takes a village. It does take a village. You gotta kind of help people out. But anywho, hey, um, so yeah, I started the online store, and I thought that the way for me to sell these products is to go online, and everybody been was is doing it. Digital products are the way to go, right? And so I just wasn't that good at it, and or I just felt like being online, showing everybody my face. Hey, so I ended up trying to do that. I know, oops. And I just tried to do that, and I ain't really I shut my store down. So, but I'm liking this I'm liking this being online and stuff, being on social media. I kind of get the chance to be there, show you guys a side of me that I don't normally show everybody, and I mostly be on TikTok, but I just I'm learning to embrace. Hey y'all, welcome to my live. Welcome to my live. I finally learned to embrace this popularity that I'm suddenly started getting here on YouTube. And I'm like, what is going on here? But I had posted or reposted someone else's post from TikTok, and I forgot what it was. And things had started shooting up. I had came from 12 subscribers to now almost 130 subscribers. So I'm so blessed to see this thing that just started for me here on this app. And but I had just started talking about healthcare. Now, if you don't know, I uh, I come from a I work in healthcare, and I have been doing this in my entire adult life, and working in healthcare for about over 30 something years. And I try to encourage young folks to get in healthcare, especially young um, African American or people of color, young people. It's nothing out here. It's absolutely nothing out here. After 18, what you're gonna do? Either you're gonna go to college, or you're gonna thank you for the love. Either you're gonna go to college, or you're gonna go to trade school or something. For me, I didn't have no clue what I was gonna do when I graduated out of high school. I didn't have any plans. I was just one of those kids. I was just like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I was looking for a job, and I graduated high school. I was looking for a job, and I happened to stumble up upon this career. And back in the early '90s, the late '80s, the early '90s, they up here in Chicago, they had started putting up a whole bunch of trade schools, and I decided to sign up for one of those schools for a CNA school, certified nurse's assistant. I didn't know what that was. I just was like, I'm just gonna do it. So I did it, and I liked what I that is my genre. I love healthcare. I like all the science behind it, everything. Thank you for just hanging in there. The two that's in here, thank you for the love that you showed me. Thank you for hanging in there. Thank you for the thumbs up. All of that, I appreciate that. But I'm gonna try to start coming here live and everything. Thank you for showing me love. I appreciate that. uh I'm gonna try to start showing up here on this app a little bit more often, because I'm always on TikTok doing little TikTok challenges and all that stuff, being funny, all of that stuff, selling some products, because I am an affiliate over there as well. But anywho, I just was like, man, I love being in healthcare. And after that, I became a patient service, a patient care tech, which I learned how to draw blood. You get because they had combined positions like a CNA, IV tech, not IV. What is that thing called? EKG tech, and then phlebotomy. So they combined those three jobs into one. Save money. You know how it's politics. I ain't want to go into it, but anywho, I learned how to draw blood from there, and I've been in the lab for the past like 25 years, and I love it. You can't tell me any. I learned more about health being in the lab than I did as a nurse's aide. So that's where I got my start, and that's why I still work at today. I've been doing that's why I've been doing my that's what I do today. So, but I'm kind of tired of it, child. Yeah, yeah. Thank you. It was a long journey, and but I can't. There's no regrets. There's absolutely no regrets. I love what I do. However, it is definitely challenging, and I'm tired. I'm tired. The other day, I hurt my hand. I'm lefty. I hurt my hand, and I hurt my hand trying to do drawing blood, and I was like, one of my daughters told me, "Ma, that's a sign. That's a sign. Got to come out of it." And I did go back to school, but who gonna hire somebody who's a little older than, when you over 40, it's hard to get a job. They tell you, oh, it's never too late to get an education. No, it's never too late to go back and get an education. However, ain't nobody gonna hire no old people. They don't hire old people. And with this administration, it's child, they getting rid of people, folks left and right. But that's where my story is. I am married. I have thank you. I am married. I have two beautiful daughters, adult daughters, four grandkids, and one bonus son. He don't live here in Chicago. And but yeah, and I just was like, man, what is this YouTube? What is this TikTok? What is all this social media stuff is all about? But as I gained popularity on TikTok, I suddenly got popularity here on this app. I'm like, how did I get from 12 subscribers, and most of them probably family members? How did I get like 12 subscribers to 120? But it was because I was reposting other stuff from TikTok, and mostly what I was reposting was stuff like how to get that bag in healthcare. And when I tell you, when you're a certain age, what it is it for you to do other than go to work or go to school? What is it that you're gonna do? And social media, so there are some people that these young folks here in America anyway. They do social media and they do fine. I am not here to knock your hustle. I am not here to knock your hustle. You whatever that you need to do, but do it. I chose healthcare, so I promote about healthcare. So when I see videos, I probably can't articulate exactly what I'm trying to say or convey because I didn't even know half the stuff that's out here in healthcare. Like I found out what a percussionist it was. I was like, what the hell is a percussionist? I know I'm not saying it right. So get in here, get in here, get in here. So when you that's the person who runs the heart and lungs machine, blood machine in the OR. I'm like, wow, I did not know that. I did not know that they got somebody, hire somebody to run the heart and lung machine in the OR. I really didn't. And that person makes upwards of 145,000 a year just to run the heart and lung machine in the OR doing surgeries. I did not know that. So there was so much out here for us to do, especially if you're a person of color. Get it that bag. I'm telling you, get it. So I'm going to promote that. So that's when I started reposting videos about people in their careers in OR and IV tech, phlebotomists, nurses aid, um, surgical techs, um, and what was another one that I just found out about? An anesthesiologist assistant. I didn't even know that I thought the nurses are the anesthesiologist assistants, the nurse anesthetists. I thought they was the ones that did that. But they have assistants to the anesthesiologists. And these folks are killing it in the game. They making almost 150, 170, $200,000 a year. And it don't take that much. Has been working in the hospital over 20 years, and my brother is a transporter and seeing me. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And you don't have to be in actual patient care to be in the hospitals. I tell my girls all the time. I got one daughter now. She's a nurse's she's an assistant at a clinic. I mean, not at a clinic, at a nurse's home. And I try to encourage her, while you're young, go back to school if that's what you want to do. Cause college ain't for everybody. People want to push this country love to say go to college, but it's not always for everybody. I eventually went back to college because that's what I wanted to do. Cause I wanted a higher position. But if that's what you want to do, and as a phlebotomist, I make a pretty decent wage living for myself. I was at the time I was a single mother, and and hey, hospitals kept a roof over my head. Hospitals kept a roof over my head. So that's why I when I started reposting stuff like that, get in here, get in here. Thank you for being on my live, and I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna keep showing up. I'm gonna keep showing my face and gain this popularity because, like I said, I came from 12 subscribers to 120 something subscribers overnight just by resharing that type of information. Either I reshare, what else? I reshare. Lately, I have reshared some music, and I did the R. Kelly thing, and that's really made me popular. And there are still some R. Kelly fans out here. I'm one of them. My husband is a deep R. Kelly fan. He's a deep R. Kelly fan. That got over 10,000 views. I had did this guy, he did a mix of Meg Thee Stallion and Rick James, and I posted that. That got over 8,000 views. And I'm sitting there like, where is this coming from? Where's this popularity coming from? I don't know what's that coming from. But I'm just going to keep showing up, child, and see what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen to me. Maybe this is the sign that this is the change that I needed, because I said I wanted to get out of being a phlebotomist. But me being on social media, it's just kind of like, oh, I gotta there's a need. If I could share my information to somebody that's gonna willing to listen, then there are people who were in my position who like needed to hear that. Just do it. Healthcare is everybody gonna one day gonna always get. There's gonna always be sick people, and you're gonna always have a job. So that's how I look at it. Now, once you in there, now I'm not saying just do it because what it pays well. Yeah, it pays well. However, don't do it because of the money. You gotta care about folks. You really do. You gotta care about people. You can't just be like, because trust me, the culture of healthcare has changed a lot these past 20 years. It has changed a lot. Thank you for being on my live. Thank you for all the hearts. I love you guys. That was a half heart. I'm holding my phone, child. I'm holding my phone. Let me put my other hand up there. Oh, I'm holding my phone. Can y'all see that? Thank y'all for the love. I'm telling you. Uh, I know, right? I had a half heart. So your heart sits like this and over to the left. So anyway, so yeah, what was I talking about? Also, that I'm an old lady and I be forgetting stuff all the time. But anywho, uh, I forgot what the fuck I was talking about. Just that fast. But anywho, but yeah, I tell my story because there are some people that that really that was in the same position that I was 30 something years ago. you know. And now, since I'm doing social media, I try to tell my story, and there are people, young people, that's like, man, that's not, especially if you were born and raised in the city. I was born and raised here in Chicago, in the inner city. And if you don't know nothing about going outside of your inner city, you just know your little surroundings, then what else for you to do? Ain't nothing else out here. And you see the same cycle over and over. So either get into healthcare, and I want to see more of us get into healthcare. I really do. I really want to see. And they just opened up. There's two clinics that they just opened up here, right here in Chicago, in the inner city, and it's ran by all black doctors. Bravo. I'm clapping, but I'm clapping on my palm. I'm clapping with my one hand. Um, but and then it is a lot of all black organizations, and I want us to support them, and because we go to the clinic, especially black women, you go to the clinic, they don't believe, and they've been taught this, and I didn't even know this, y'all. I didn't even know this, that they actually teach in medical school that black women or black people don't feel pain, that they pain tolerance is high and they don't feel pain. You got to be out your doggone mind to think that if I'm telling you my fucking head hurt and you don't believe me, then, and because it be all types of stuff could be going on with you. You have a brain aneurysm, all types of stuff. I'm in pain. And they just tell you, take this and go home. And then you go home and die. That's why representation matters. That's the reason why I put that out there. I think my popularity has started growing once I was talking about healthcare and representation matter. Thank you for the love. Representation matters. It truly does. Because you go to a hospital, they don't, some of them, not all of them, they don't care about us. And you gotta just be like what? And then they will send you home. Have you ever, if anybody of you had got any kids and and I don't know when they started doing this, you in labor and they say, oh, it's not time yet, go home. The girl come there to have she's in labor and they will send you home. You could go home and die, or the baby would not survive, or something could be going on with you. Take that child in the back, or that young woman in the back, and start helping her with her delivery. But then you won't happen. That won't happen if it's more of us in them fields. My daughter, my youngest daughter, had her son, and there weren't that many black. There was no black labor and delivery nurses in the unit that she was working at. I mean, she had a baby at. None. And I said, man. Now, granted, I do live like in the outskirts of the city. I don't live in the city because when you get old, you have to have some kids. You move away and you get all bougie and stuff. But anywho, yeah, I live outside of Chicago. However, But my daughter, we went to a clinic where she had the baby at, and it was zero black labor delivery nurses in that clinic at all that saw her. There probably was some during the day. There probably was some here and there at night, but it wasn't that many. There weren't that. There was none at the clinic where she was at, and I was like, man, this is messed up. I need y'all people, go back to school. Go back and get that doggone nursing degree. And it was one creator on TikTok, and she was talking about how she she had just got her license, and I guess she was trying to get this position in ICU. And the ICU, intensive care unit, is very hard unit to work at. Very hard. You gotta really know your stuff. Um, and anyway, they gave her a hard time hiring her, and she was young. I want to say she was in her early 20s or whatever, and or mid 20s. She just looked good. She probably mid 20s, late 30s, or early 30s or something like that. She just looked good. But anywho, they was giving her a hard time, and that's another thing. When we are mostly in white spaces, and she said how catty they was, and she was saying how it was like you, they was just kind of like you was in some kind of sorority or something like that. And I was like, man, that's messed up. But that's how they treat you. When you are in their spaces, that's how they treat us. And they don't treat us like we part of the team. They'll treat you, try to initiate you, so to speak. If we're not laughing, giggling, or part of their crew, they they push you over to the side, ostracize you. That's the word I'm trying to say. But anyway, but yeah, I was like, man, ain't too many of us. It's a lot of us in this whole country that are high professional in leaderships in healthcare, but it's not a whole lot of us is when it comes to the as a whole. I have a friend, high school friend, she just got her PhD in nursing, and I got quite a few nurses at high school friends that I grew up with over the years, but it's not a whole lot. The percentage is very little, and the percentage is even lower when it comes to doctors and things like that. So I tell people, get y'all, come on now. If they could do it, we could do it. And so that's how my page got started blowing up, because I started reposting and talking about this and talking about that, talking about healthcare. Hey, get in here, get in here, get in here. Talking about healthcare, trying to get us in the game. That's all I've been trying to do. But yeah, I'm telling you. But I did not know that I was gonna get this doggone popularity so fast here on YouTube. But I'm going to try my best to show up, honey. I'm gonna learn. I want to learn. Excuse me. I'm gonna learn how to vlog. That's what I want to do. But I got scared one day. So like I said, I just didn't know how my popularity has blew up so fast here on TikTok. But it's because I was reposting and I was telling people, go get into healthcare. This is what you could do. These are the type of genres of healthcare you could get into. This type of money you can make. All of that. But I'm going to start vlogging. What y'all think? What y'all think? My battery is running low on this phone. What y'all think? What should I do? What do you want to see next? Anybody in here? Get in here, get in here, get in here. Hey, y'all see me? Get in here, get in here. But yeah, I'm gonna start vlogging. But one day I went to the store and I was gonna go to the store and start vlogging. And I'm gonna start vlogging, and I'm gonna bring my YouTube family with me. Well, I've been on here now for like 30 minutes, so I truly appreciate y'all. And I'm gonna sign off, okay? Bye for now.